What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about YouTube removing likes and then admitting it. This was something that I don't want to take like credit for, be like, oh, I'm so much more knowledgeable than everybody else, but I kind of saw this on my own, and I was like, interesting. And the reason I saw it, I'll tell you exactly how. On our live stream, we did a live stream last week on the main channel, okay? And I asked people to like the video. It was one of the first. I don't normally ask people to like, but with that being said, I do think liking the videos does actually help it in the YouTube algorithm. So specifically for this video, I would like to ask you guys, if you guys like this, make sure to hit that like button along with subscribing and all that other stuff, okay? But just hitting that like button does seem to help, and that's what makes this problem more annoying, because liking the video is one of the easiest ways to promote it, basically, right? Because it's very easy for a person watching at home to hit it, and the more likes, truly, YouTube does take that very seriously. I don't know how it would be compared to maybe like a comment. Maybe a comment would be a little bit more worthwhile to them, but liking it does help. So when you see that YouTube is literally removing likes, and you have to imagine that internally that is affecting how they're showing the videos, right? And then they admit that that is actually happening and they're trying to fix it. It's annoying. It's annoying. So like I said, I asked for people to like the video, the live stream that we did last week, and then when the video, like after the live stream ended, when the video went up, a ton of likes were gone. I think now they're all kind of like the numbers, I would say, vary depending on how big you are. I've seen a lot of channels out there that are talking about this, right? That they're losing thousands and thousands of likes. Well, obviously, if you're gonna have videos and you're just a bigger channel that does have that, that's, you're gonna, I think, more noticeably see it. But even for like our live stream, I noticed we lost around 10 to 12 likes, which was noticeable to me because I was actually keeping track of it for like one of the first times ever. You know what I mean? So like I saw it there, and then people now it wasn't because of me, but people started talking about it over the internet, and YouTube doing the YouTube thing. Let me just vent on this real fast. One of the things I despise most about YouTube is when there is an issue, it takes seemingly so long. It feels like it does, at least. It takes so long for specifically Team YouTube over on Twitter to like recognize that it actually is a problem. You know, when there was that March 14th subscriber issue for YouTubers, people said that to them. I even went on Twitter and I messaged them. Now, they did respond to me, because I try to make it very clear when I message them, if I ever message them, that like, hey, this isn't like this isn't like me being stupid. This isn't me not knowing what I'm talking about. Because, they're mainly bots, and they'll respond with the whole, well, likes can fluctuate depending on, and they'll do that whole song and dance thing where it's literally just a bot placing that as an answer. I know it's not actually that. So when I asked about the subscriber thing, I did get, I believe, an actual person, or at least a automated response that was the whole, we're seeing other people saying this, we're looking into it. So it wasn't subscribers can fluctuate. People have the choice to unsubscribe. Did you know that? Did you know that people could actually unsubscribe? So I think that's just, like, mentally ill is probably a good word to use. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life when it takes Team YouTube, when all these people are saying that there's a problem. So first it was that March 14th subscriber issue, which, by the way, I personally noticed they didn't fix. At least to me, at least what I noticed, they stole those subscribers from me, and I was keeping very close track of it. I don't necessarily have evidence because I didn't take like pictures of it, but I mean, if you trust me, I know how many people we had that day that were added. I know because they added them back in terms of the chart, but then they didn't add that number back to the overall number of subscribers. And now I noticed that. I don't know how many other people noticed it, because they said the issue was fixed. The issue was 1000% not fixed. I lost that many people on both these channels. Okay, I know that for a fact, and so I'm still upset about that. And now we have this like issue. So again, what's this like issue? Well, it's basically them taking likes. Videos, you could see differences in the video manager versus when you're actually just watching the video. People are going to their analytics where it's like the line graph, and they're showing like, hey, we have like, I think Nerdrotic did this, where it's like we have 8,000 or 9,000 likes, but it's really like 6,000. The quartering, even out, and then, by the way, I know these people aren't the most popular on planet Earth, so if you don't like them, that's totally cool. Whether you like or hate them, the Quartering did do a video talking about this where he showed pictures and he talked about just in general what's going on. I think he did a really good job. Again, it really doesn't matter whether you like him or you hate him. He showed evidence. Nerdrotic showed evidence. They are taking likes away from videos. And then they literally showed, and Quartering showed this on his video, they showed proof. YouTube literally admits it over on Twitter that, yeah, there are likes disappearing, and they're working to solve the issue. So, like, again, to me, it's like you just came off of this subscriber issue where an entire day was gone. Then technically another day was gone because March 14th was the original day that was an error. Then it was March 20th all of a sudden. And like I said, I think March 14th got added back, but it didn't actually get added back. Again, I lost those people. And then like a week later, now we're having this like thing. Now, I don't know how much it is impacting me. I feel like I'm still getting around the same amount of likes in videos that I normally get. Yet again, the channel's kind of been very up and like this channel has been very consistent. Podcast now has been very up and down with the lack of news and stuff like that. So there'll be like good days, there'll be really good videos, and then there'll just be really bad days. And I tend to blame myself when there's bad days or bad videos because I just do that. I blame myself for the topic I chose or whatever. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's because, you know, the people are leaving likes, but those likes are being, you know, basically erased, and then the video doesn't get pushed. But that's the overall thing. That's the biggest thing, no matter where you stand on it. You know, if a video does good or if it does bad, say like on my channel or any other channel, the point is YouTube is admitting that there's likes that you guys at home, you guys are liking the video, and then your likes are being erased. And that should make people I would say mad. I don't think, you know, obviously you don't resort to violence and stuff like that, but, you know, I think too many, and I get it, because, like, you know, especially you guys, like, if you're, or even me, like, I watch YouTube. I am one of the biggest supporters. I'm on YouTube too much of the day, okay? Not just when I make videos, but I watch loads and I try to have a pretty big variety of YouTube channels that I watch. So I'm a viewer too. But I think it makes me mad, and it should make people mad if you do get unsubscribed and they make that decision for you, which does happen. It should make you mad if your likes are just deleted off the face of the earth. That happens. Now, what's more tough is I think it's harder to check if your likes gone, right? Because then you'd have to like you'd have to remember which video you liked. Subscribing's pretty easy. There's a lot of different ways of checking whether or not you're still subscribed to the channel. But see, this actually goes directly against their narrative too, and not enough people are actually saying this. There is a reoccurring narrative and theme that people have said for years at this point, and I believe this too, that YouTube unsubs people. They just flat out do. And there's like a group of people online that just flat out don't want to believe that. They say, oh, that's just a conspiracy. They don't actually do that. YouTube obviously says they don't do that. Again, why do we believe anything YouTube says? YouTube originally, with this like issue, did their whole bot thing where they said, yeah, likes can fluctuate. Like, we have to check every like to make sure that it's not spam. Yet they let spam bots run wild. It's the Wild West on YouTube for spam bots. So they can't handle spam bots on their own platform, but they can somehow look at every single like a video gets and determine whether or not they're real or not. And then they accidentally delete them, and then they say that they don't, but then now they have to admit that they actually do because enough people are talking about it. And that's, I think, what's going to end up having to happen for the subscribers, that people are going to have, like, because it tends to only be a certain group of people that say that they're losing subscribers, and like people come to them and say, hey, I haven't seen your videos in a long time. I mean, I've had that, and I'm not all that controversial. I'm not really politically leaning, right? There's really no reason why YouTube shouldn't like me, right, or dislike me. Like, either, like, really, I'm kind of very neutral to them. So, like, if people come to me and say, and I've had people do this, say, hey, I haven't seen a video of yours in like 6 months. It's like, well, I make 3 to 4 videos a day on the main channel, so that's literally impossible. You should have seen a video. You know what I mean? So it just becomes like annoying, and I mean a lot more, I'd say worse words than annoying, where YouTube first tries to deny it, first goes to their old, oh, it's just a fluctuation thing, then says, oh, no, there definitely is an issue. Well, there's an issue with subscribers on certain days. They unsubscribe people all the time. They're now removing likes, which the likes are definitely tied to that removing dislikes feature, 100%. But you know what that also means, okay? And people are saying this, but I don't think they're exactly putting it together. So if you guys made it this far, you guys get to hear it. So that removing dislike feature, remember, we actually talked about it on, I think, the main channel, where they're testing it out. It's kind of in like an alpha phase where if you go on a video of certain channels, I don't think it applies to mine, you won't see dislikes. You'll only see likes, which is the stupidest, very, you know, snowflakey. And I say that literally as in they are very brittle people that are asking for this kind of thing, all right? That's the kind of people that ask, and nobody even asks for in the first place. But I think because of that, because they're removing the dislike from being seen, they're accidentally removing likes from the video too. But you know what that also means? They're literally removing dislikes as well. Guaranteed. So those White House videos that get disliked, all the way, the Disney, the Star Wars, the Marvel, all that stuff that gets disliked, and that's where this pressure has come from, by the way, to remove these dislikes, okay? Or at least that's my theory, and that's a lot of people's theory. That pressure, not only are they taking away your ability to see what the dislikes are, but I guarantee you behind the scenes, because now you can't see how many dislikes there are, they are dropping the number of dislikes, which doesn't exactly matter because the only people that can see it then are the channel owner, but maybe they just want those people to feel like good inside, okay? Literally the president, the billionaires, and the people that own these companies like Disney and stuff, they want them to feel as good as humanly possible, right? Screw us, screw the small-time creators, but definitely, appeal to those big guys out there. So a complete joke, but that, I just actually thought of that right now. Like, if they're literally openly removing likes from the channel and we can see them, well, imagine the dislike feature that, you can't see the dislikes at all. Imagine, well, why wouldn't they be removing dislikes as well? Obviously, why would they just randomly be dropping likes if they weren't dropping dislikes too? It's probably some sort of algorithm that takes both the numbers and drops them a little bit. So, pretty funny. I mean, when you think about it like that, it's disgustingly funny, but it is, it's like a sick, twisted kind of way. You know what I mean? So, I'm upset. Again, it doesn't really, the upvotes or the positive stuff doesn't necessarily impact me or that I've noticed, but it's still an issue. And I think, again, it just speaks to a louder issue that, again, like they do unsubscribe people. They probably get rid of dislikes on channels that they want to appeal to or appease just in general. This is what they do. And it takes them a while to admit it, but they are eventually admitting it. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Like I said, I'm not telling you should be mad, but I wonder, like, are you guys a little upset? I mean, you guys take the time to subscribe. You guys take the time to like a video or even dislike a video, right? Do you want those to just be magically removed without your say? Let me know in the comments below. I know that's kind of a leading question, but that literally is how they're doing it. So let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Bell icon turned on so you guys know when all these videos go up. Give this video a like. Show YouTube that you do like it so they can't take the likes away, even though they will anyway. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video.